It's been a while since an asymmetrical horror game gave a feel of gameplay balance. Asymmetrical horror games that I've come across, each game have their own share of problems, such as TCM, Killer Klowns from Outer Space the game, Evil Dead, and even Dead by Daylight. Fear the Reaper has shown efforts to avoid this big pitfall. If you have played TCM or Killer Klowns from Outer Space the game, you know the experience of how bad it can get when facing the victims or survivors. But don't get me wrong, survivors run across their fair share of killers, who straight have broken gameplay and kills everyone in a matter of seconds. You know who Johnny is, right? In FTR, Pleasant Friendly Games have shown there is a way to balance out both sides of the game. In some of these games, we are used to seeing some form of the rush meta. Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game, for example, had a problem with victims rushing out of the basement and off the compound in a very short time frame. It kills the enjoyment of the game for the killers, and it's not really that gamer's fault of an exploit that the game offered. If you look at Fear the Reaper, there's not really a rushing meta to exploit from the gameplay trailers they have shown us. The process of escaping is not simple as find 2 key items and just leave. First, you have to find the payphone, but not before you collect change to use the payphone. If a resident don't get to the payphone in a allotted amount of time, it is shown to all parties on the map, including the Reaper. Then to add another layer against the rushing meta, the residents will have to wait for police to arrive, and in the meantime, collect wire from around the map to boost the phone signals to bring more cops to the area. Overall, it seems to be a balance between the victims finding the objectives and completing them, and the Reaper having time to find all the residents and kill them, especially the ones that's being careless. The other way victims / survivors take advantage of balancing is attacking the killers in groups, which some take it too far in terms of trolling. This is well known in both Killer Klowns from Outer Space and TCM, and even was in Friday the 13th the game, which made being a killer a nightmare. This action may be a little more challenging in Fear the Reaper though. With the Reaper ability to turn invisible and having fast movement speed across the map really helps the Reaper stay out of dangerous situations and allows for perfect timing to catch residents that are alone. Don't worry, as a resident, there is some balancing on your end that favors your gameplay experience. One of those things is, the Reaper can't attack you in stealth mode unless his rage meter is full. To add on to that, if a resident is crouching and walking across the map and the Reaper is in stealth mode, the Reaper will not see you. I think this is a cool mechanic they have implemented, but this also means there is a bigger consequence if you decide to rush the map by running around everywhere as a resident. These two things brings a good balance to the killer versus victim gameplay. Speaking of good balance, if you would hit one of those engagement buttons to put the balance into the like column, I appreciate it. One of the issues in these type of horror games is teamwork. Fear the Reaper also took a swing at this and incorporated roles for residents and gave a main role to a resident who would be the final girl or boy. These roles come with perks, such as seeing where the police is located or being a key piece in killing the Reaper. There's also incentive to keep the final girl alive because the Reaper killed the final girl, then Reaper automatically gets stronger in ways that was not enclosed to us. But if the final girl lived through the match, extra rewards will be given to all the residents. Playing as a team is not always prevalent in asym horror games because everyone either do their own thing or have no clue how to play at that time. Either way, Pleasant Friendly Games making the objective simple and making one person more important than the others is a good strategy to incorporate teamwork with the incentive. But in order for this to work as intended, the rewards must be worth it. I have 2 things I can think of, but feel free to add your asym game killer issues down below in the comment section that Fear the Reaper could run into. Number 1, the game needs to stay away from any potential looping that the killer could experience. Looping exists in DBD, TCM, and Killer Klowns from Outer Space. From the gameplay I have come across, there doesn't seem to be a way to really loop the Reaper, and the only way to lose him during a chase is to use angles and escaping inside of a house. The other thing that hurt asym horror games is veering too far away from what makes the game what it is. Some changes are good, but changes that alter how the game flow can cause more harm than good to the experience. So if a developer ends up watching my video, I want them to know this: sometimes people just suck at the game. Oh, and I thought of a third reason why asym games die that FTR needs to avoid, and that is the weak progression or reward system. Hopefully there's always something to shoot for in order to keep people playing. Fear the Reaper is off to a good start from what I've seen, and things seem to be picking up. Pleasant Friendly Games recently dropped a Reaper gameplay trailer. Make sure you go and check it out. And remember to subscribe to keep up FTR and your other favorite asym horror games. Welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.